Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline.
Here we go.
So Orlando will get the first possession. Here's Vaughn. Pass to Miller. Here's Brandon. That one's in. His first shot this game. Mark, if you're not a team that's in the playoff hunt, where's your head at this point of the season?
Well, Kevin, in my short career, I actually had a chance to experience that because I never had a chance to play in the playoffs, unfortunately. So you're focused on trying to do the best you can, but there is an eye towards the end of the season being there and moving on and looking forward to a fresh start.
Here's Vaughn, defended by Jones. Pass to Brandon. No good that time. Good work defensively by Carter. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Heat. And it's Butler missing. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Miller. Fires the three. Cans it from downtown.
And how fluid is Miller on those catch-and-shoot opportunities? Immediately rising up there once the ball touches his hands.
Carter with the bounce pass. Jones for three. They get the rebound. It's another look. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Look, you want to get that ball inside because anytime you do, the odds of getting to the free throw line go up.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
He's off on the first.
And you gotta love the fire that Mourning plays with. His passion for the game is so special.
And he's good on the second. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Brandon. 12 points his last outing. Pass to Garrity. Shot clock at 5. There's Vaughn. Good D by Jones. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here. Now here is Carter. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Ellis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Orlando, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Brandon. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Carter pulls it in. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Miami. Trailing by 2. Pass to Mourning. Up again. Back to Carter. Ellis outside. Jones kicks to Butler. And here's Carter. Back to Butler. Mourning a screen on Miller. Tries yet again. With the clock winding down. Orlando grabs the miss.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
Pass to Brandon. Here's Vaughn. Nothing on the board. Trying to end the drought, and that one's good. Brandon.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here is Carter. Here's Jones. kept alive. Got a hand on it.
Stopping that offense cold at the rim. An immediate shutdown. Positioning and anticipation right on cue.
Brandon's shot is off. The Heat trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Jones from deep. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
And Jones is known to be a deadly three-point shooter. A beautiful shooting motion there on those triples.
Here's Brandon. There's the pick. Here he goes. Here's Garrity. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Vaughn tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Carter against Miller. Carter down low. Now here is Mourning. Defense right on him. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Vaughn, the pass to Brandon. The Magic again can't hit.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
Carter finds Ellis. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to Carter. Now here's Mourning. And the dunk by Mourning.
Hey, that's the defense's fault right there. I mean, you got to push Mourning much farther away than that.
Here's Vaughn, defended by Jones. Here's Brandon. It's stolen by Carter. Pushing it up. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Not as easy as it looks to find your man wide open like that.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Heading to the court. It's time to get out for your Saturday team.
Here's Brandon, defended by Carter. To halt the run. Just 4 to shoot. Takes a 3. Brandon's shot is off. The Heat leading by 3. Pass to Carter. Miller grabs the miss. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up with the Magic. Here's Vaughn. He has yet to score. Miller surveying the floor. And stolen by Mourning. And it's Butler with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
So it's Orlando now, following the score by Miami. Here's Brandon. Rebound by the Heat. Mourning's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Butler dishes to Carter. Back to Butler. Good D by Miller.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Heading to the court, it's time to get live for your 407 team.
Sean Kemp is checked in for Orlando. Mahara comes in for Vaughn. And here are the Heat. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Best. 11-point game his last outing. Miami no good on that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Brandon. Pass to Nahara. Here's LaFrance, defended by Butler. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Brandon. Stepanya grabs the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Pass to Mourning over Kemp. With one on the clock, and he bangs it home with one hand.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Here they come, Magic fans. Your 407.
Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You look at the Magic. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happened. And, of course, the Heat, a couple spots below.
Right now, for the Magic,
This has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
You know, maybe they'd like to forget it, but there are lessons to take from it as well. I mean, the mistakes they've made this year can't be repeated if they want to get a taste of the postseason anytime soon.
Here's Garrity, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. And that one drops for him.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside Butler. Pass to Mourning. Rebounded by Kemp. The Magic trail by 5. Okay, time for an injury report.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer from Miami. He told me that he bruised his rib. He's got a pretty good mark there, and he is really feeling it. They're saying this injury shouldn't require a lengthy time on the shelf. In fact, the word is he may still see some action in this one. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
It's always a bit of a relief to know things aren't as serious as they might have been. Hope to see him back really soon.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Brandon, the pass to Kemp. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by Best. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Jones. Here's Stepanya. Over LaFrance. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brandon. Here's Kemp. Hits the jumper.
Tell you what, Shawn Kemp is a wrecking ball inside. Feels like no defense can contain him once he gets in close.
Here's Best. Still scoreless. Pass to Mourning. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Heat lead by 7. And so it's Miami heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas and doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up Greg with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
Here's Best. And he converts the layup. Best's got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. It's House outside. A rebound by Kemp.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And good that time. When you compare the numbers from the 80s, mid-90s to today, scoring, Greg, and pace is down. Why?
well, I think the game has become dominated by big men. And so that leads to slowing it down, trying to grind out.
One thing you really love about about this guy is how hard he works to be reliable. I mean, he wants his team to know they can always count on him.
The Heat have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And that one falls for Chandler. James checked in for the Heat. Good on both. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Armstrong with it. Last game he had 13. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Best. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Such a wide open look. House has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Just a great flow to that play. He's anticipating the pass, perfect rhythm on that jumper.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Best. James outside. They set the screen. Here's Stepanya. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Here is Nahara. No scoring in this one. Kemp can't hit. Down low. Here's House. And it's blocked.
Access denied. You have to go up a little more aggressively when he's near.
Pass to Armstrong. With the drive, here's Nahara. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the 76ers. Chandler with the screen on Armstrong. Best passes to James. Pass to Stepanya. Over Hunter. Stepanya, no good. The Magic trail by 12. Driving in, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Eddie House. The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. No good on the second free throw.
And let's face it, every point matters in this league. You have to take advantage of these freebies.
And Jones slams it in.
Showtime. Eddie Jones has incredible hops.
The Magic trail by 14. Here's Brandon. Pass to Vaughn. Here's Brandon. They set the pick. And that one comes up a bit short. Miami leading by 14. And here is Mourning to the right side. And that one's good. House.
Look at Mourning making the unselfish play, giving it away rather than forcing the shot.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Time for the 407. Come on, everybody, make some noise.
Sean Kemp, he's checked in for the Magic.
Number 40, Sean Kemp.
The Magic trail by 17. Here's Brandon. Kemp a screen on Carter. Brandon the pass to Vaughn. And here's Kemp. He's guarded by Mourning. Kemp can't hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Now here is Carter. 17-point lead, their biggest. On the wing, Jones. Covered by Miller. Jones, no luck. The Orlando Magic come into this one following a loss to New Orleans.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game, and they just had so few opportunities, and I think that was their Achilles heel.
Yeah, I agree. Hard to win games when every offensive possession is one shot, then a jog back the other way to play defense.
Now here's Jones. 17 points in his last outing. And here's Carter. House the pass to Jones. The three-pointer off the mark. The Magic trail by 17. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Brandon. He takes it in. Lays it up off the glass. Brandon's got 6.
The first step of Brandon, so good. Helps him get to the hoop.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson.
Timeout.
He's going to take
Timeout.
this chance to talk to his
Sorry.
guys.
Here they come, Magic fans. Your 407.
Magic making a change here. LaFrentz is checked in. Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Ellis with the screen for Carter. Top of the key, Butler. Looks for Mourning, gets it to him. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Miller. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And sometimes defenses forget how tall Miller is. He uses that 6'8" frame so well inside.
Now here is Carter. Pass to Mourning. Orlando grabs the miss. Verity's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Brandon. Orlando moving the ball around to the left side wing. Clock at 6. Here's the screen. There's the drive. Here's LaFrentz. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Oh, good use of the mid-range there. Makes the defense guard all 3 levels.
Carter outside. On the wing, Jones. He's got 9. Out to Carter. Lets a floater go, and Garrity pulls it down. Garrity's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Brandon, the pass to LaFrentz, to the paint. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. The Heat leading by 11. Now here is Carter. Back to Jones, trying to get something going. LaFrentz pulls it in.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's Vaughn, still without a basket.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Jones. Again, the miss by Jones.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Vaughn. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. The Magic again can't hit. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. 17 points was their biggest margin. Kicks it out to Ellis. Back to Carter. Butler on the wing. Mourning with the screen. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Magic trail by 11. It's Miller on the wing. Defended by Butler. Pass to Garrity. Here's Vaughn. Defended by Jones. Vaughn can't get it to go. The Heat leading by 11. To the inside. Ellis. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed.
Nice dime there. Put it right where it needed to be.
Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Heading to the court, it's time to get loud for your 407 team.
Miller against Butler. Here's Brandon. He has 6. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Vaughn, the pass to Brandon. Over Carter. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss. The Heat leading by 13. Carter looking around. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Jones, no luck. Well, Orlando shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Here's Brandon. They set the pick. Lets the three fly. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've reached halftime in this one. Heat lead by 13. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here is Carter. Pass to Mourning. Orlando grabs the miss. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That will complete this four-game homestand. Here's Brandon. Over Carter. Brandon's shot is off. Miller against Butler. Carter outside. Outside, Jones. Basket counts. Jones has got the first bucket of the third here for Miami.
Well, it's great to see Jones finish inside, showing how he's a threat at the rim.
Brandon, the pass to Vaughn. Miller against Butler. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to 13 after the bucket is good from Miller.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Carter outside. Pass to Mourning. Carter outside. Jones, the pass to Butler. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Miller with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. And Mark Miller gets the whistle that time.
Timeout.
That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
3 T-shirts are headed your way. Stand and let us know if you're watching. Magic Band. It's T-shirt time. Who wants one?
Heat leading by 15. Carter outside. Pass to Butler. Tries it from the top of the key. Here's Mourning, and the dunk by Mourning.
Yeah, Mourning just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Here's Brandon. He's got 6. Over Carter. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Miami. 17-point lead, their biggest. Back to Jones. There's the triple. Miller grabs the miss. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Fires from deep. Drains the three-pointer. Miller's got 5 points now this quarter.
Miller is a laser from deep. He can be lights out there. The defense has to make it tougher for him.
Carter outside. Pass to Jones. Over Vaughn. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Heat lead by 16.
That's how you do it. Staying active with the power putback.
Here's Vaughn. Miller outside. Down low. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now here's Butler. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Ellis kicks to Butler. Over Miller. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. The Magic trail by 14. Here's Brandon. He's got 6. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. Here's LaFrentz. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Boy, I love how Brandon sets the table for his guys. Really the quintessential point guard. Gets the ball to his open teammate.
Now here is Carter. Pass to Ellis. Now Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Did enough down low to force the defender into a foul. Nice work inside.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, they've continued to play pedal to the metal, leaking out and capitalizing with ease when they get opportunities in the open court.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
And that one misses.
You know, what I like about Eddie Jones is his ability to play at a fast pace. It makes it tough for defenses to keep up with him and helps him overwhelm ball handlers with his ability to defend.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Pass to Garrity. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Carter outside. Now here's Butler. Now Mourning. He's got 11. And again, it's the Heat missing. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Here's Brandon. LaFrentz passes to Miller. Here's Brandon, defended by Butler. The Heat leading by 12. Jones with the bounce pass. Pass to Mourning, and here is Butler. Ellis with a sit on Miller. To the middle. They could use a bucket. And Ellis the bucket on the assist by Butler.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Brandon, defended by Carter. There's a good screen. Vaughn, the pass to LaFrentz. Bounces high off the rim and drops. LaFrentz's got 8 points.
Hit that open man. Good shot to great shot.
Carter outside. Pass to Ellis. Here's Butler. Ellis with a screen on Miller. Inside. Here's Vaughn. Scoreless thus far. Good work there as it goes.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
But I imagine they'll keep going to him. He's been solid offensively.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Put your hands together, fans. Here they are. The 407.
Eduardo Nájera checked in for Orlando. The Heat also with a sub. Eddie House is checked in for Jones. The Magic trail by 12. Here's Vaughn. Pass to LaFrentz. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Alonzo Mourning.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
It's his first trip to the line.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
He's had trouble putting up the same numbers from the foul line that he put up last season.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Heat. 17 points was their biggest margin. Ellis outside. Ellis with the screen for Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Here is Nájera. Still yet to score. Pass to Garrity. Now here is Miller. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Vaughn. Another miss by Orlando. The Heat leading by 12. Carter outside. Here is House. Ellis outside. Pass to Carter. And here is Ellis. High, arcing shot. Rebounded by Nájera. Orlando, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Vaughn gets the bucket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Now here is Carter. Ellis with the screen for Carter. Pass to House. From downtown. Vaughn with the rebound. The Magic trail by 10. Down low. Here's Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Boy, the big fella can really fill it up. Miller deadly from anywhere on the floor.
Heat have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Carter with it. Outside Butler. The Heat need to get a shot off. Here's Mourning. LaFrentz pulls it in. LaFrentz has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Butler with the steal. Pass to Carter. A minute 42 left in the third. Here is House. The tray. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
Really good work. That's how you play inside out.
Here's Vaughn. Miller outside. Pass to Vaughn. Shot clock at 5. Over Carter. Here's Garrity. Here's Vaughn. Miller outside. Pass to Naharal. Launches it. Rebound by the Heat.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Carter outside. Now Mourning. Over LaFrentz. Mourning can't make it work. And they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart if they want to erase this deficit.
There's the screen. Pass to Naharal. Jacks up a 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Miami Heat. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And here's Armstrong. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Eddie House.
Armstrong possesses real good leadership qualities. He's a terrific floor general, and he doesn't take any plays off. This guy gives you everything he has.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Armstrong.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Here's Best. Outside, Jones. From outside the arc. Hunter grabs the miss. Now Armstrong. To the paint. They double team Kemp. Magic moving the ball around. Fires the 3. Stepanya grabs the rebound. Stepanya's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jones the pass to Best. They set the screen. Pass to House. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Kemp's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Naharal, the pass to Brandon. Armstrong with it. Kemp a screen on Jones. And he drives in. Lets it fly. Kemp can't hit. The Heat leading by 9. House the pass to Manning. Here is House. Miami no good on that time either. To the inside. Here's Nahara. Drops in the short one. Nahara's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, good touch from the interior. That's a high percentage shot.
Here's Best. Pass to House. Outside, Jones. To end the drought. Rebound by Armstrong. The Magic trail by 7. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
At the line for the Magic, Darrell Armstrong, taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Armstrong. The Heat making a switch here. Morning's checked in. And both free throws good for Armstrong. The Heat leading by 5. Here's Best. Kemp with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
They need this one. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How did he manage to change his shot midair?
Hunter's checked in for Armstrong.
At the line for the Heat, Travis Best.
One shot.
The Magic trail by 6. Here's Brandon. And Orlando again with the bucket.
A tough spot on the floor for a guy his size. That's what makes Brandon so crafty.
Best passes to Morning. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second team foul. At the line for the Heat,
Shooting 2.
Morning, 2 shots.
That free throw good for Morning. And both free throws good for Morning. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Brandon. To the middle. Clock at 4. Nahara, the pass to Hunter. Here's Garrity. Misses the 3. The Heat leading by 6. Here is House. To the inside. Morning. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Morning's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, the interior game of Morning, really strong, solid, excellent at getting quality shots in close.
The screen from Kemp. Shoots from the elbow, and it's Orlando with another.
Impressive work down on the block.
The Heat have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Pass to House, fires for 3, sinks the triple. And the Heat lead by 9.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Kemp. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Bringing major energy to the floor. Kemp challenges you. A nightmare matchup.
The line for 2. Shawn Kemp.
First one falls for him.
Kemp's combination of strength and athleticism, amazing. He is a walking highlight.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here is Carter. Pass to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Back to Carter. 3-pointer, Butler. A rebound by Kemp. Kemp's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's LaFrentz. Miami grabs the miss. Ellis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Miami leading by 7. Carter kicks to Jones. Now, here is Mourning. D right on him. That shot off. Orlando's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Brandon, the pass to Vaughn. Now here's Kemp, defended by Butler. Pass to LaFrentz. Magic moving the ball around. Shots good by Miller.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
I think that might have been intentional. Perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
Here's Carter. Magic knocking down the tray. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Butler against Miller. So the wing on the left. Here's Brandon. From deep three-point land. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I'd say you have to body him up, but who has the body to keep Kemp from getting where he wants to go?
Outside, Jones. To the paint. Here's Mourning to stop the drought. Basket good. Mourning's got 12 points here in the second half.
You can see it in his eyes. He is in the zone tonight, scoring with ease.
Brandon, the pass to Vaughn. Miller against Butler. Miller kicks to Vaughn. Kemp a screen on Jones. There's Vaughn. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. Miami's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here is Carter. Mourning dishes to Ellis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
Orlando trailing here. Brandon, the pass to LaFrentz. Miller up on top, defended by Butler. Back to Miller. Pass to Vaughn. They set the pick. They grab their own miss. And LaPrince gets it to go.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Now here is Carter. Jones, no one around him. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got his 6th assist on the night. Here's Vaughn. Cleared away by Carter. The Heat with the lead. Ellis with the screen for Carter. Miller against Butler. Another chance here, and he figures it out with the lay-in.
Important points for Mourning. Zoe is a winner, and he wants the ball in that situation.
Here's Brandon. He drills the 3.
Talk about a clutch basket.
Miami's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Another chance. Ooh, he laid it up and in.
And, you know, we certainly know Mourning is capable of this. Once he gets going now, he can catch fire.
Mourning no good on the free throw. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Miller. 1:33 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Vaughn. He's guarded by Mourning. And it misses. The Heat leading by 3. Now Carter. Mourning inside. Does not go in. Orlando's done a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Here's Garrity, defended by Jones. 18 feet away. That one misses, and a chance to tie it up. And it's the Heat with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Carter outside. Stolen away.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
To tie it up. The 3 doesn't go. And so they foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's off as well. So he misses both. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Shooting 2.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
This fella knows how to finish a game off. There was no question about those free throws.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
And the three misses. And so it's Miami winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.